powered by Coca-Cola. See if Dale Earnhardt Jr. can join the handful of legends to sweep the season at Daytona International Speedway. Plus a free pre-race concert, the Southeast's biggest fireworks show after the race, and tickets are just $10 for kids 12 and under. The NASCAR Sprint Cup Series Coke Zero 400, powered by Coca-Cola, Saturday, July 5th, along with a NASCAR Nationwide Series Subway Firecracker 250 on Friday, July 4th. To guarantee your seats, call 1-800-PIT-SHOP or visit DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
All right, 10 minutes before 8 o'clock. Nice sunny Friday morning. I hope you have some fun plans for the weekend. A week from today is the 4th of July. God and Country Day is scheduled to occur as it has for this will be the 45th year that the Ocala JCs have presented this and given it to Ocala and Marion County as a gift. And of course, we thank them for doing that. It sounds like it's not easy to come up with the money. And it's stuck to the tune of $30,000 each year that they have to raise so that you and I can have a great local 4th of July event. There is, of course, another one in Marion County. It is on top of the world. And that fireworks display is in conjunction with some other activities happening over there, including the Ocala Symphony Orchestra. But God and Country Day happening a week from today at Golden Ocala. What do we call that area again? Golden Ocala, on the corner of US 27 and is that 225A? Most of you know where it is. The property owned by the Castro family, or once upon a time was owned by them. I'm sure you probably all know where it is. But if you don't, you can call us and we'll tell you. I just don't have the notes in front of me. I know where it is. All right, so I want to tell you where you can go get some seashells. We used to have a shop in Silver Springs. It has since been torn down, and I think they called it a curio shop. And it was a cool shop. It was every Florida tourist's idea of a great souvenir shop because they sold the kinds of things you want to bring back home if you're visiting Florida from somewhere else. And those things would be shells, all kinds of shells they used to have over there. I remember they had the dried sand dollars. They had the dried starfish. I remember they had some dried blowfish. I don't know how they dry the fish and keep them preserved so that you can hang them from your mirror or whatever. But anyway, it was a cool shop. It's not there anymore. And I don't know if there is any store, any shop that would sell those kinds of souvenirs anymore. That's kind of a thing of the past, it seems like. But anyway, you can still get seashells, and I can't promise that you'll find blowfish, but you might find starfish. And if you're on the Gulf, you might find sand dollars. You can dry them out yourself. In fact, you can dry a starfish out yourself. I don't know how you would do a blowfish. I don't know how they do that. But anyway, let me tell you the best places to find seashells. Sanibel Island is on the list near Fort Myers. It's one of the best places for collecting seashells. I can't say because I've been there, but I don't remember going there to the beaches. I believe I went there to play music. I know I went there as a kid to go camping, but I don't remember looking for shells. The island is appealing for its wildlife, great restaurants, low-key development, and take a walk on the beach and look for shells. At Caladesi Island State Park in the Tampa Bay area, you can find lots of seashells. You can't reach the beach by car, it says here, only by boat. I didn't know that. Leaving the quiet beach yours to explore. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
That's Caladesi Island State Park. Gosh, did we go there when we were doing our state park?
I think we did. I think we did. I think we had that part.
How would we get there? We had the car all the time. I don't know. See, some of this information is wrong. I'm going to show because I don't know Caladesi that well. Captiva Island, another place that's recommended if you're going shell hunting.
That sounds pretty.
Often considered one of the very best places in the state of Florida for collecting shells. Many people return to Captiva year after year looking for the next great find. Now, Cedar Key. I know Cedar Key very well.
Oh, Cedar Key is wonderful.
I don't think I've ever gone anywhere on Cedar Key where I could find shells, though.
No,
So here's the recommendation. Go at low tide where you can walk out into the tidal pools. I've never done this.
No.
But we've seen it, right? We've seen people walking out there when the tide goes really low, and basically there are puddles in the Gulf of Mexico.
Yes,
And I guess that's where you would find the shells.
I think so.
And also there's an island. Well, there's more than one. There are several islands off the coast of Cedar Key that you cannot get to by car, that you need a canoe or some kind of a boat. And they say that's where you'll find a lot of shells also, because not that many people go over there.
No, we can see them from the coast.
Panama City Beach, another beach recommended for shell hunting. Off of Panama City Beach, the city. There's actually an island named Shell Island up there, and it's named because of that. Access to the island does cost $20 a person. They have a shuttle up there, unless you have your own boat, I guess.
Oh, wow.
$20 a person. They'll take you over there to Shell Island, and you can shell out some cash and go find some shells.
I would love that.
If you're on the hunt for shark's teeth, Venice Beach, just south of Sarasota, apparently has a large number of shark's teeth washing up on the beaches. If you have any children that are big shark fans, this is a good place to go. I did this when my son was younger, and we went in that year. The place that they were recommending was Clearwater Beach. We drove down to Clearwater Beach, and we looked and looked and looked and did not find one. So I guess I don't know how to look for shark's teeth.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, it was in the news. It had that huge news story a few years ago, and you guys went down there, and there wasn't any, so it was kind of
Well,
weird.
we didn't find it.
No.
Little Talbot Island State Park. This is up near Jacksonville.
Oh, we've been there.
We did visit this one.
Yep.
Of course, we were painting, so we weren't looking for shells.
Yep, plein air painting.
But the beach is known for being the home to dozens of shell varieties. And while a lot of people go to the boardwalks looking for shells, the best bet is to stay away from where most people go. So that's the advice. Makes sense. Have enough time?
I think so.
Honeymoon Island, another place we went to in our painting days.
Yep, plein air painting like 63 state parks.
And this is where you can hunt for sand dollars as well as shells. The clear waters on the Gulf Coast make it possible to look for shells, not just on the beach, but also in the shallow waters. It's clear enough you'll be able to see to the bottom. And if you see a sand dollar, you can pick it up and go on Google to look how to dry them out. But when I was a kid, we didn't have any understanding. We just put it in the back window of the car, that little platform in the back of the car, and they dried up real good.
I bet they did.
They dried up real good. Jupiter Island, north of West Palm Beach on the Atlantic side, has a large variety of shells also. Coral Cove State Park is on Jupiter Island, has 200 varieties of shells reportedly found over the years.
Oh, my gosh.
You pay the entrance fee to the state park and you're in. And that, by the way, pays for the entire carload. And finally, Fernandina Beach, back on the Atlantic side up in the Jacksonville area.
We went there.
Fernandina Beach is on Amelia Island, another place popular for shark's teeth, by the way. Many visitors are surprised to find a sheer number of shells there, and you'll find lots of shells, lots of broken shells, but colorful shells. If you're looking for shell pieces.
Oh, I bet they're pretty.
Lots of shell pieces. I don't know what you would do with a shell piece. You could probably make something like you could do something. You could make jewelry or something out of them, right?
Yeah, and mosaics, stuff like that.
All right. So I told you during this segment we would have an important story and then a really important story.
Yeah.
So I wanted you to know the really important one last.
I love this one, the really important one.
Well, it's information you can use. And it is that time of year. This is an exciting time of year. They say next Friday, actually the next weekend, not the one coming up, but the 4th of July weekend is actually the most dangerous weekend to be driving. More dangerous than New Year's.
Oh, gosh.
Did you hear that?
I didn't hear that, but I believe it.
So just so you know,
believe it.
I don't know how you use that information. I mean, everybody knows when you go out in your car, anything could happen, and just be careful.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Dan, for that music. All right, we need to push forward, and we'll take a little break. Galen Unold is up in just a little bit. We do have a news announcement from Life South, and that's who Galen represents. They are expecting a shortage after the 4th of July weekend. He'll explain what that's about, and then. Another important topic, it is, of course, hot dog etiquette. hot dog etiquette. It's a big hot dog time of the year. All right, we'll take a little break and be right back. This is WOCA Ocala.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. A major move for Ukraine, strengthening its